Who are you going to call the most this month?
My parents. They travel a lot, so I call back home quite often.
I call my sister back in Ohio.
With Sprint's new program, The Most, you'll automatically save on whoever you call the most each month. And with The Most, you'll also save every time you call one of the millions of other Sprint customers.
This month it'll probably be Greg, my daughter in Las Vegas. Next month, who knows?
The thing's perfect for her.
There's just one, and there's no mistaking it one. Just no faking it one.
Why don't you and me do some fancy stepping tonight?
Oh, that's true. I'm diving it, ooh. With that smile, yeah, one. Just for the feeling. Just for the taste. Just for the fun. You know the more we spend it, just one with something behind it.
She's a beautiful dancer. Why, I used to call her Twinkle Toes.
And there's no mistaking it one.
Can you do this one?
And there's just one.
You're not so bad yourself.
Just for the fun. Just for the taste.
Some for you,
Thanks.
some for me.
Diet Coke.
McDonald's salutes the fastest man in the world,
Harrison Dillard, 1948, 100-meter dash.
the most graceful diver,
Patty McCormick, 1952 and 56, springboard and platform.
the finest gymnast.
Peter Vidmar, 1984, team and pommel horse.
McDonald's salutes the determination,
Al Order, 1956, 60, 64.
And 68.
Discus.
the fierce competitiveness,
Nancy Hogshead, Carrie Steincypher, 1984 freestyle. Tide.
the daring.
Bob Richards, 1952 and 56, pole vault.
McDonald's salutes Sheila Young, Pablo Morales, Willie Davenport, and all the men and women who over the years have honored this country in the Olympics and showed us that dreams can come true, just like they did for former Congressman Bob Mathias.
1948 and 52, decathlon.
Colombia, they celebrate the richness of the land. And from this land comes the richness of Colombian coffee. That's why Maxwell House blends its coffees with Colombian beans. Rich beans, rich coffee. Some we slow roast for old-fashioned richness. Some we roast dark for the flavor of France. We buy more Colombian beans than anyone in America. Maxwell House, blended with Colombian beans. Because better beans make better coffee.
If you frequently travel from one side of the ocean to the other, you'll find United's vast 747 fleet to be enormously pleasing. In fact, their superior comforts and spacious surroundings, combined with our renowned international service, make short work of even the longest ocean crossings. Come fly the airline that's uniting the world. Come fly the friendly skies.
Red Lobster's perfect for lunch. Now with our $4.99 special. Golden fried shrimp and grilled chicken breast, plus potato and salad, just $4.99.
So hurry.
To Red Lobster for lunch every day. Sunday, too.
With this ripe tomato, I'm going to show you how the Aquafresh Flex Brush helps take care of your gums and your teeth. It has a flexible neck, so no matter how you brush, you can see it's gentle on your gums. Aquafresh Flex for gentle dental care.
Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
Only 2 American women have ever won 4 Olympic gold medals. Diver Pat McCormick won double gold in 52 and 56, and now Janet Evans, 3 in 1988 in Seoul, and this one here in Barcelona in the 800-meter freestyle.
Honey, he's drinking out of the toilet again.
It's New York water. It's the finest water in the world.
It's disgusting.
He's a dog.
Married Life with Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt.
Hey, get out of it.
Not you.
And about you, this fall after Seinfeld on NBC.
We pause now during the 1992 Summer Olympics to bring you this KNOP TV news, weather, and sports update.
The games of the 25th Olympiad continue.
The tears of a child. The agony of Tatiana Gutsu, who today gets a second chance to grow into a champion. To do it, she must beat the woman who dried those tears, her best friend, her surrogate mother, Svetlana Volginskaya, the goddess of gymnastics, a shining gold emblem of a retiring dynasty. In the style of the legend that is Nadia, Romania's Cristina Bontaj. When Nadia scored her first 10, she was 2 years old. And what of America's Cinderella, forever competing in the shadow of her compatriot Kim Zmeskal? Shannon Miller has had no equal in the world this week. Tonight, only a gold medal will prove it. Already, she's done something no other American man or woman could accomplish. Kim Zmeskal, world champion, fighting back from adversity and poised to rewrite history once more. The man who brought her here, the Romanian cowboy. Bella Caroli prepares to add Kim to the names of Nadia and Mary Lou.
And so the stage once again set here at the women's individual all-around competition after one rotation. John Tesh with Tim Daggett and Elfie Schlegel. You see Tatiana Gutsu from the unified team in first place. Shannon Miller from the United States in third. Volginskaya just behind her. And Kim Zmeskal, after a disappointing performance on floor exercise, in 23rd place. And there you see Kim, and she is just trying to do...
The 100-meter dash. Breathtaking race and fierce competition. This summer, not all the excitement is at the games. See Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis, and Goldie Hawn. Death Becomes Her. Rated PG-13. Starts tomorrow at theaters everywhere.
Why should you try Tylenol allergy sinus? Because allergies can be more than watery eyes, more than itching, more than sneezing. Many come with sinus pressure and pain. But the leading allergy brand has only an antihistamine. Tylenol Allergy Sinus has more. A decongestant and a pain reliever to relieve all your allergy symptoms. It's more complete relief. Tylenol Allergy Sinus. Allergy relief clear to your sinuses.
Introducing the new wave in air freshening. Airwick Airwaves, the advanced air freshening system. Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Way up.
Way up.
Turn it down.
Turn it down.
Way down.
Way down.
Turn it off. Slip in a refill for freshness that goes on and on. Airwick Airwaves. Electric, refillable, adjustable.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
Turn it down for just the right amount of freshness all around. Completely adjustable Airwick Airwaves, the advanced air freshening system.
It's in his head, his heart, in every muscle. The energy to go further. Texaco System 3 gasolines put this kind of energy to work for you on the road. System 3 reduces deposits and cleans your engine in all octane grades to help put the heart and muscle back into older cars and keep new cars running like him.
From Beijing, China, 18-year-old Yang Bo. This is her floor exercise.
Next on the beam, Shannon Miller. In third position, she could move into first.
There are two kinds of cars. The cars you love to drive and the cars you need to drive. The cars that really handle and the cars that handle the groceries. The cars you don't want to stop driving and the cars that make the stops you need. With standard anti-lock brakes and a 200 horsepower V6, Chevy Lumina Euro 3.4 is two kinds of car for one kind of driver. You. The cars more people depend on. And now it's easy to win with the heartbeat.
JCPenney, we've changed clothes.
From head to toe.
Top to bottom.
Collar to cuff.
We've changed looks.
We've changed you. JCPenney. Our brands have a brand new look.
Our great values look better than ever. And every time you purchase our exclusive USA Olympic brand apparel, you'll be supporting the U.S. Olympic team.
When you want all the taste of a great beer without all the alcohol, take time out for a Miller Sharps. And then, let the games resume.
Goodness of Sargento shredded cheese makes any dish easy to prepare and impossible to resist. Sargento of Wisconsin.
A tie with compatriot Kim Zmeskal for 8th place. We'll be back a little later on with more gymnastics from the Olympic Games.
Still ahead on NBC's coverage of the 25th Olympiad. More of Shannon Miller and the leading American hopes in the women's gymnastics all around. And coming up, the men's 100-meter backstroke with top qualifier American Jeff Rouse.
NBC Nightly News brings you America Closer.
The co-op's a school where the parents help teach.
We're finding new ideas in education.
If you have a lot of parents in there, they can help you with a lot of stuff.
Thanks to NBC, people called up and said, how can we do this?
It's fun.
In Touch with America, NBC Nightly News.
Life has got its ups and downs, rocky roads and slippery stairs. But when you fall, it ain't so bad at all. With the card that cares.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska, an official sponsor of the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
Don't be uptight, it's gonna be all right. With the card that cares.
Dr. Stephen Hens introduces the most complete facility in the state for oral and maxillofacial surgery. See him for implants, TMJ, wisdom teeth, cosmetic surgery, facial implants, and correction of facial deformities.
Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Hens. I'd like to invite you to our new facility at 921 South Willow. We have the latest equipment, the finest staff, and a restful, private atmosphere.
You may never have another chance to buy premium quality name products like these. Not at these prices, and never at Pay and Pack. Right now, you can save 30% or more on every item in every department. Kitchen, lighting, paint, plumbing, bath, building materials. Everything's reduced 30% or more. It's Pay and Pack's multi-million-dollar liquidation sale. MasterCard, Visa, or cash only. Look, when you have a chance to save 30% or more on the finest names in quality home products, jump at it now at Pay and Pack.
Retirement sounds pretty good. Maybe fishing is part of your picture. Well, Social Security isn't going to get the job done. So perhaps now is the time to start a serious investment program. The brokers at A.G. Edwards can tailor an investment program to meet your individual needs and goals. Retirement arrives before you know it, so start your plan now.
See your A.G. Edwards broker today. A.G. Edwards, your corner on Wall Street, Parkade Plaza, North Platte.
back to the swimming venue where the United States team is having their best evening of the competition. 2 goals.
We must have no loyalties. We can take pity on no one. We have no sympathies, no prejudices. We root for no one. We are the clock, and we must stand behind everyone who races to greatness in the games of the 25th Olympiad. We're Seiko, the official timer. Seiko, the measure of greatness.
Millions of women spend billions to look their best, and then they use solid antiperspirants that can leave a messy white residue on their skin and clothing. Come on, don't mess that dress like that. Use Van Clear, a new solid deodorant you can actually see through. Look, sometimes you don't want an antiperspirant, but you always want odor protection. And Van Clear deodorant goes on without the messy white residue solid antiperspirants can leave. So come on, don't mess that dress. Use new clear deodorant from Van.
I believe that the person who said winning isn't everything never won anything.
I believe sweat is sexy.
I don't believe in liposuction.
I believe 70 is a long way from old.
I believe you should go big or stay home. At Lady Foot Locker, we believe there's an athlete in all of us.
The first toothbrush created to clean back teeth brings you advanced design rich, with raised rubber ridges and a tapered head to clean hard-to-reach places. Feel the difference. Advanced design rich.
If you're under a physician's care for high blood pressure, ulcers, or asthma, then your choice of a non-prescription pain reliever is especially important. For millions of people like you, the one doctors recommend most is Tylenol.
Just ahead, as we continue on this night 6 of the games of the 25th Olympiad from Barcelona, the final women's swimming event of this evening, the 4x100 medley relay, in which the United States is favored. With that among...
But life goes on.
Life did go on for Shirley Babashoff, but it went on quietly and without Olympic glory. Today she works for the U.S. Postal Service in Huntington Beach, California. Some of her teammates, including Jill Sturkle, who went on to make a record 4 Olympic swimming teams, are now coaching. In the winter of 1989, the East German government fell. Finally lifted was the veil of secrecy upon which it was based. Soon, millions of hidden files and secret documents were discovered. Among them, detailed records listing names, drugs, and dosages for thousands of athletes. Then, late last year, more than 20 East German swimming coaches signed a confession, admitting that for years they had engaged in doping their swimmers. Now the question became, what of those Americans who swam in the East Germans' wake, the ones who were called
4x100 medley winners?
Coming this fall. They're tough, they're brave, they're street smart, and they're all women. They're hips.
Why are you on my case all the time? Because you can get me killed, Brookie. Look out, he's got a gun!
You've never seen motorcycle cops like this before.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery. It keeps going and going.
This is Andreas Schroeder, German Olympic wrestler. In an average week, he'll lift 40 tons of iron and run 5 miles almost straight up, all before practice. But if you think he's tough, wait till you see the guys at the ticket window if you don't have your Visa card. Because once again, the Olympics don't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Something to drink, sir?
Yeah, make it a Bud Light.
Sorry, we just ran out.
Oh. Excuse me.
Bud Light? Try Flight 261 out of L.A.
Oh, thank you.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Do you have a Bud Light?
Yes. Welcome aboard, sir.
Great. Where are we going?
Royal Caribbean. Paradise surrounds me. There's no place like this on land. All my cares, they're behind me. The world's in my command.
Over the past 11 years, one cruise line has won more major consumer awards than any other. Royal Caribbean, the grand resorts of the seven seas.
Royal Caribbean.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ahmad Rashad. Now, for those of you who want to order the Olympics Triplecast on pay-per-view, here's what's coming up tomorrow. On the Red Channel, live track and field.
Analyzing. It's a fact. You can buy new Preparation H hydrocortisone cream with the maximum strength available without a prescription. It has a level of medicine that was prescribed by doctors for years. New Preparation H hydrocortisone cream. It's new, it's maximum strength, and it effectively relieves problem itch. New Preparation H hydrocortisone cream. Prescription strength without a prescription.
Maybe your first car shouldn't be a car. Get this Chevy S10 EL pickup with cash back for around $8,000. Chevrolet. The trucks you can depend on. The trucks that last.
I really try to breed a dog who is beautiful and also has a great deal of hunting instinct.
Tom Wilson, top breeder of champion Weimaraners.
In any field competition, he's expected to go out and hunt and go back into the show ring another day. It's really important that the dog be bred right and then be fed right. Pedigree meat and the pedigree mealtime dry mixed together is the best combination I've ever found for my dogs. Pedigree has been a winning dog food for me.
Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
How about being my partner? Gonna kill a couple of no-good cowboys.
For what?
For cutting up a lady.
It was a time when lawmen were killers. Outlaws were heroes.
So you still have that Spencer rifle, huh?
And a bad reputation.
I've always been lucky when it comes to killing folks.
Was as good as gold. Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, Richard Harris. Unforgiven. Rated R. Starts Friday, August 7th.
They set a world record in the 4x100-meter medley relay, a mark that stood for 8 years, previously held by the East Germans. Jenny Thompson anchors another relay team to gold. Chrissy Amon-Layton from Tucson, Arizona. Anita Nall, as Charlie Jones said, now has a full set, a bronze, a silver, and here a gold. Lee Lovelace from Crestwood, New York, swam the leadoff leg. And now the anthem, which is becoming so familiar during these 1992 Olympics at poolside.
She is the darling of Odessa. She is Tatiana Gutsu. And remember, she needs a 9.926 to take sole possession of first place. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll tell you, she has a jam-packed, difficult routine. The only one in the world to do this right here. Double laid out. She splits her legs in the air, but she comes in awful short. Big step on that landing.
And she's already marching to the next rotation. She needs, again, a 9.926 to take sole possession of first place. Gutsu does. The leader right now, Lavinia Milosevic from Romania. Entering this rotation, Svetlana Boginskaya was in first place. And here is Gutsu, a 9.925, so that means that Gutsu is in a tie for first place with Milosevic. Boginskaya moves down to third. Shannon Miller will move down to fourth place. So as you look at the standings, any one of these four women has a chance at the gold medal. One more rotation will decide it. We'll be back a little later on to show you what happens.
Hey, look at that. Seinfeld's coming back early.
We're coming back early, too.
We're going to be on Seinfeld?
Yes, Joey. Kramer's our new father, Dad's dating Elaine, and George is going to live over the garage with Tony.
Whoa! I better go clean my room.
Blossom returns with all new shows Monday after the Olympics.
He's an idiot.
Now during Dodge's first national minivan sale, get hundreds cash back on popular caravan options, ranging from leather trim to anti-lock brakes to child safety seats. Plus, get $500 cash back on select caravans. So dress up your Dodge Caravan by seeing your nearest Dodge dealer now.
America's best-selling minivan, Dodge Caravan.
In 1922, a St. Louis, Missouri bond salesman had a dream to offer conservative, reliable investment advice. His name, Edward D. Jones, Sr. Today, his dream is reality, bringing Wall Street to Main Street in 43 states with over 1,400 offices nationwide. Each office with the same goal, to offer conservative, reliable investment advice. Edward D. Jones & Company, committed to providing customer service with financial peace of mind. See one of these Edward D. Jones representatives in your area. Edward D. Jones & Company, members SIPC, bringing Wall Street to your street.
Used, this book gets used. It is the one that we use. Used, sometimes abused, but still the one that we use. Used, the one we use.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
That's why it's still the one.
If you're hungry for the gold, you practice. If you're just hungry, you go to McDonald's.
Where, for a limited time, you can get a big, beefy triple cheeseburger.
For a big guy, like myself.
Big guy, Mikey. And when you team one up with large fries and a large soft drink in a free USA Olympic Basketball Collector Cup, you've got yourself the gold medal meal.
What you want, it's what you get.
At McDonald's today.
Gold medal? It's in the bag.
The lemon squeeze is on at Hirschfeld's. Hirschfeld's for men and women is putting the squeeze on the low summer clearance prices. Hirschfeld's is taking an additional 20% off already low sale prices. Save now through Sunday the lemon squeeze at Hirschfeld's for men and women downtown North Platte.
Hirschfeld's is right with your world.
Chance to catch up on other Olympic news. We start with action from the tennis venue where Bud Collins reports on the #1 seeds. Bud.
If you're
you're a Courier worrier or a Gruff fanatic, this was your day. Easy pickings. The number 1 seeds were streaking with their clothes on. Jim Courier wins the last 13 games to knock the bloom off an Israeli, Gilad Bloom. And Steffi wins the last 11 games to bounce Big Bad Brenda out of Barcelona. That's Brenda Schultz, the heaviest server in women's tennis. But she got nowhere against Steffi Graf. And so at the end, the German made the Dutch woman feel as low as the lowlands. Mommy's little baby may love shortening bread, but bagels were what Jim Courier and Steffi Graf had in mind today. Jim with 2, Steffi with 1, and so the number 1 seeds were cooking, and so was the court. Adios, amigos, from Bay de Bron.
Amusing himself, as always, at the Olympic Games, Bud Collins. Shifting gears here. Up till now, we've heard plenty about the USA men's basketball team, but very little about the women's team. Well, they opened defense of the gold medals they won in '84 and '88 by crushing Czechoslovakia today, 111-55. A very balanced attack. Cynthia Cooper led the way with 18 points. There were 7 U.S. women in double figures. Meanwhile, it was a day off for the men who take on Brazil tomorrow night. Not surprisingly, Michael Jordan spent the day on the golf course. In comparing his 1984 Olympic experience to this year's, Jordan said, "It's similar in terms of fun, but I didn't know how to play golf in 1984. Here's Quinn Buckner with a look at Michael's day off.
Michael Jordan and the Dream Team have thoroughly dominated all of the competition at these games. But today, I caught up with Michael. But this time he was playing a game that gives him just a little bit more trouble.
All right, sit down, ball. Sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down.
What has this Olympic experience been like for you?
Well, it's been like a vacation to me. I mean, I haven't really taken it too seriously. I mean, when we play, I want to win, I want to compete. But for the most part, it's given me a lot of time to spend with guys that I've played with or played against. And now I get to know these guys personally, and I'm glad I came. You know, I really had some thoughts that I wouldn't want to come, I didn't want to come. And when I got here, I was just happy to be here. That's 150 to the front of the green. And then you got to add on for the pin, which, you know, they don't have a pin sheet, so you got to guess. Hogan used to do this all the time, you know, but I'm not Hogan. Everyone say, well, I don't know if these 12 guys could play together. I mean, we have played like we as one. You know, we are one team. And that's fun, you know, because when you look at it, when you evaluate the whole process of us being here, and we're like 12 hired guns to come over and we gained what we lost in '88. Let's see if I can make it into a shot. Come on, get up there, ball.
You had the long season, now you're doing this, and then you got to go back and carry the Bulls. You got to be thinking about getting a break somewhere.
Well, I haven't really thought about when I'm going back for the season next year. I talked to Phil Jackson, I talked to Jerry Krause and Ryan Schultz, and I let both of them know that from a mental standpoint, I'm going to have to take a break to try to regain that hunger to come back and play basketball. And, you know, it's going to take some time. I don't think I'm going to be there for the first day or the first week, or I may not be there the first month. I basically have told them that, you know, whenever I feel that I'm ready to go back and fight at it and defend what we have, then that's when I'm going to come back. I got a lot of pressure on me, so I don't know. Oh! Cameras, man. Them cameras do it to me every time.
So Quinn Buckner in the apparent role of caddy for Michael Jordan on this day, but worth noting, you were looking at 2 of just 6 players in the history of basketball who have played on NCAA champions, won Olympic gold medals, because Michael did it in '84 and Buckner did it in '76, and played on NBA champions. Magic Johnson is about to become the 7th. Speaking of Magic, as you know, he missed last night's game with Germany with a strained hamstring. He will definitely not play tomorrow night against Brazil. They tell us he is getting antsy to play. He'll work out on Saturday, but we don't know for sure if he'll play on Sunday against the host nation, Spain. While we're still on the topic of basketball, there was an amusing scene today. Take a look at Chinese women's basketball player Haixia Zheng. She's got 2 inches and 21 pounds on Charles Barkley, and she enthusiastically took advantage of some photo opportunities. Barkley, Malone, Clyde Drexler, David Robinson. Got to get one with magic. There it is. Well, was Haitzia dominant in today's game against Spain? She scored only 1 point in 12 minutes, but China won anyway, 66-63. So far, basketball, gymnastics, and swimming have been center stage here in Barcelona, but tomorrow, the track and field gets underway, and for a report, here's our Dwight